Hey everyone, so today we're actually not making anything today. I moved my heat mat off for a minute. We are trying out this 4-in-1 electric resin sanding and polishing machine from Let's Resin. It's a big girl. Now I did open it, but I'm gonna unbox it again for you guys. And you've got your user manual. You got all kind of little pads. These are pads for the larger ones. You get small ones, and then these are the ones for the larger wheel here. And the sandpaper, it has Velcro on the back, but we'll get into that. Let's just get everything out. You got your big wheels. I'm pretty sure this is the polishing wheel. And then you've got, okay, wait a minute. This is the charger. You've got the cord. I think you can use it. I'll read the manual. As far as I could tell, you can use it plugged in, but there's one that will charge and one that you can just use to operate it. Okay, now this is your base. This is the actual sander itself. So we'll get everything out of the box, and my mat's sliding everywhere, and we will get started. I just got to get this grinding wheel out. Okay, see, it's a grinding wheel. So yeah, I think that is all of it, unless I'm missing something buried in there, but it comes nice and foamed in the box. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see here. What is that for? It's a release button. I don't know. Oh, it's got suction cups too. Oh, there's a button there. But what is that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, okay. It comes off. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's get the owner manual. Let's see if you want to do it non-handheld. Let me press it down. I don't know if it's gonna stick to that mat. I don't think it is. Okay, let's just dive into this. It's a nice little thick book here. So the P, you got screen P flashes. When the pressing pressure is too large, the machine will stop automatically and the screen will flash P. So I guess if it's over, like if you're pressing too hard, it's gonna flash P. Screen flashes H when the internal temperature of the machine is too high. So if it overheats, it's gonna flash H for overheating and turn off for 10 seconds. You have your off and on button, which is right here. So what you want to do is press and hold the button for 2 seconds to turn the machine on and off. And see, I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's on setting 3. It's flashing 3. So if I want to change the setting, it's got 1, 2, 3. Now if I want to turn it on and start it to spin, there's a pause button. It automatically is paused. And now you turn it on. And that's on speed 3. 1, 2, 3. Now if you want to pause it, it's still on. But if you want to turn it off, you need to hold it down. And now it's off. Okay. Make sure you just read your manual if you're not familiar with anything. You got your speed button we just went over, which is right here. It's got a little fan on it. And then that's your pause and on, off and on button. Hold it for 2 seconds. And you'll see the light come on. And then when you're ready, you press the button 1 time. Okay, installation of sandpaper. Okay, a lot of these, yeah. Okay, that's a lot of reading. Oh, that's the cotton buffing wheel as shown in the picture. It needs to be used with the base. Suitable for curved surface molds such as polishing the surface of a spiral or oval objects. This is the polishing wheel, and you would polish it sideways. This is the grinding wheel. It needs to be used with the base, suitable for curved surfaces molded such as grinding and shaping the surface of a spiral or anything else, you know. You got different sandpapers installation. We're going to do that right now. So basically, if you want this to be on the stand, there's a button here. You flip that, and now this will be right here. You will pop this off. See, this pops off when you're ready to use this. Now, this is the grinding wheel. You will put the grinding wheel on. Hold on. I don't know if it needs to be. Oh yeah, the grinding wheel. I think you take this off. I could be wrong. I think I'm right. There we go. Now, there we go. Oops. It doesn't want to stay in place. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Got to get it in the specific spot there. Now, we can grind. So, say we got a really rough surface that we need to grind down. I made some of these, but I have another one. It's a really, oh, where did I put him? I made a dog a long time ago. A little English bulldog, and I don't know if you could tell how bumpy his butt is, and I never could get that sand down because of how thick it is. Well, we're going to try it today. So we're going to hold that for 2 seconds. Now the light just came on. It's flashing 3, and to turn it fully on, because right now it's on pause, we're going to just simply hit the button. And now we're going to just take this and grind this bottom down. Uh-oh. Maybe too much pressure. I don't know. I mean, oh yeah, it's grinding it down. Yeah, it's a little struggle there. Don't know if it's meant for this kind of grinding down, but you would think it would be. The only reason why I'm holding it is because it's not suction cup. Oh yeah, it's grinding it down. Oh yeah. Just gotta take your time. It's not gonna do it in like a split second. It is grinding it down. Let me see if I can get that little lip off there. Need to get some on this side. I think it's the way I'm holding it. Get his little paw ground down there. Oops. Still got a little bump right in here. where he will not sit flat, and I know he won't. Yeah, just a little bump right in there. We want to work this machine and see exactly how well it works. And it does work. It's slow though, but you gotta remember this ain't a professional sander either. You might, yeah, see, it's going down. Still a little bump right in here. Let me work on that area. Well, it sure has gotten smoother. I don't do a lot of sanding like this, but it is sanding and grinding it down. Oh yeah, see it grounded down. Oh yeah. Let's put that on pause. Now let's see how it works on this that's got this little knockoff overs that needs to come off here. Oh yeah. Well, a little too deep there, huh? But I don't oh, that is, yeah, see, I kind of got that, but you know what? That's all right. It works. Let me get a paper towel here. Ooh, Lord, it's raining. Okay, so that is smooth as a button and all that's caved in. Now let's try something else. Well, yeah, let's take this off. Let's try something else now. Oh gosh, trying to get it off. There we go. Yeah, let's try something else now. Let's try to sand this bottom. See how I scuffed it up here? We're going to try something else now. Where's that other sandpaper? Okay, we got these. These go on this one. And you got 1000 grit, 1500 grit. I think that's 1500 grit. I don't know what that is. 2000, 2000, 2000, 5000. You got 600 grit. That's 1000 grit. That looks like 180 grit. 320. So yeah, there's a lot. 60, which is the roughest. I don't know what this is because it doesn't have a thing on it. 60, so that must be 62. 180. 180, 180. That looks like 100, 100, 2000, 1000. That's 100, 320, 320. Okay, so since we don't have that many scratch on it, let's start with a, no, let's see, 100. Now let's start with a 100, and you simply, this pad has, and I'm pretty sure they'll have refills. It has felt on the back, and it sticks to the Velcro. So you press that down, make sure it's on here even. See how it's sticking off? No, you want it to be completely round with everything else. Now I'm gonna move all this out the way for a second. I'm going to move the box because now we're doing handheld. Now it's still on. We're going to simply turn it on. It's and sand this bottom completely flat. It had some ridges for where it cured uneven. So this is going to even all that whole thing out. And it's going to be completely flat. Alright, let me take that. Wipe that off. Still got a little groove right there. But see how ugly it looks now? Alright, so now we're going to take this one off. This was the 100. We're going to go to... Oh goodness, that was the 100. This is the 150. We're going to put the 150 sandpaper on here. We're going to do this again. We just want to smooth this out now. And I'm going to see if this will polish it. Because, yeah, what if you get scratches on the top? And you want to polish your items. Alright. That was, the 150. Now I need 150, blah, 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 blah. That's like really fine. Let's go with the 300 now. No, 320, I'm sorry. And put a little bit of this on here. Sand him down. See, basically we're just smoothing it out with each layer. That was the 320. This is the 1500. Where's the 1000? Okay, let's try the 1000. We don't have to, we do whatever we want. But there's steps you can do. So see how that's starting to smooth out really, really well? Want to smooth him out. It's better to put it down here and hold it into place. Got some deep gashes in there that are not coming out. And they might not. We'll see. I'm just trying to practice on this. This was the 2000 right here. I really think we need to get some of these grooves out a little bit more here. Because I can feel them still in there. So I'm wondering if we should just go back a step and do a really coarse. This is the coarse paper. And maybe turn it down. We really want to get those grooves out of here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we can start working back up. And I've got it on speed 1 right now, and not the highest speed anymore. We still got 2 little gashes right there. But I'm not going to go any further. We're going to see how well this thing polishes up. Alright. We're going to go to, let's see here. Oh, that one's the thing. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Way too coarse. Alright. Oh, I don't have it all the way on there very well. This is the 2000. There we go. It's kind of hard for me to hold it because it jumps around everywhere. See, if you don't hold it like on a flat surface. But see how it's smoothing out now? Hopefully y'all can see that. It is literally smoothing right on out. This is just our test dummy, so. Oh, see, I don't feel no grooves. Even though you see them, I sure don't feel them. I'm gonna hit that side a little bit there. Yeah, that feels so smooth. Okay. Alright, that was the 2000. And they also have a 5000 disc, which is the smoothest one. Alrighty, now I need to find, okay, unless I use the buffering pad, which I could have, I don't know. Let me see the book. The book. Okay, that's not in English. Neither is that one. I'm trying to find the parts. Let me see here. No. Okay. Okay, let me see here. Okay, there they go. 2-inch buffer pad. Okay, let's find the buffing part now. Because we want to buff this. Now, I know we can use that to buff. But I could have sworn they had one of these to buff it. I could be completely wrong. Now, I know these are the larger pads here. This is your pad. Is this your buffer pad? You know what? I think it is. Knew it was in here somewhere. Okay, hold on. Where did I put the... Okay, here it is. And these can be rinsed off. Just rinse them up under the water to clean them off until they say until they start getting holes in them. So yeah, I'm going to spray that with some alcohol just to get all of this fine dust off here. But yeah, we're just doing a demonstration today. It actually really smoothed it really good. It's just kind of wide, and see how it hit my whale things? Yeah. But we're just doing this to the bottom. Now, this bottom is smooth as a button right now. We're going to see if we can get them scratches out. And I'm going to just put some of this down here. Alright, so buffering wheel, if I'm not right, I apologize. This is the big one for on when you put it on the thing, but we're going to put this Oh, no, this is not the buffering wheel. Never mind. This is a buff to make it wider. Okay, so what's the buffing wheel? I mean, the buffing paper. I know this one is, but I know they don't want you to buff that with that one. Could it be the Super 500 one that we just used? Because that's the softest, but it's still sandpaper. I don't know. I'm a little extra fine sandpaper. Very fine, very weak grinding for suitable for final polishing. And okay, so yeah, 2,000 and up. This is 5,000. So these 5,000 ones are considered buffering pads. It says from extra fine. Yeah. Suitable for final polishing. So this is what you want, the 5,000 one. Make sure I got it on here right. And this is, like I said, a little extra pad. Oh gosh, I still ain't getting it on right. Let me get it from this side. So this will come off if you have to. And matter of fact, I'm going to take it off right now. I think this thing is a little smaller than this. Yeah, it is. It's smaller than this pad right here. Alright. We got that on there. Now, we're just going to try to polish him now. That's what he looks like. You can see some scratches, but literally smooth. There is one gash right there. So I got some polish, the Flitz polish. This does not come with polish. I wish it did. Even a little jar of polish would have been nice. So yeah, I'm going to just put some on my pad here like this. Oops, maybe a little too much there. Now, got it on there. Just simply... Oh, I need to turn it on. And then we're going to just get the paper towel out the way. And we're going to see how well this sparkles it up. If it does at all. Maybe not. You know I'm very impatient. So, and this is on low. To be honest with you, I mean, this works good, but you could get the same thing probably out of the Dremel, which y'all probably already know that. Alright. It's smooth as glass, but I still see stuff on it. Maybe it's just my sanding skills. I'm pretty good at sanding though. Yeah. Pretty good at sanding, but there's still scratches there, but it is smoothed out, but still scratches. Okay. Well, we have this that kind of needs a little polishing. One of my old coasters. Let's just try to polish this and see how well it works. Alrighty. We're just gonna work this down in here. Actually, I'm gonna leave some of it unpolished. And see if we can see the difference. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that tip there, this part unpolished, and I'm gonna just try to work on this. I think it's easier to work on flat surfaces like this than it is anything else. So coasters and stuff, yes. Alrighty. Alright, and now I'm going to take this pad off here that's got the stuff on it. Let's see, what was that? That was the, yeah, let's go back and try this polishing one here that you can do like from the sides and stuff. I got to get my little mini vacuum and, thing this down. There we go. And vacuum all this up. So I'm gonna just, yeah, because you can hold it like this. I'm gonna turn this on high. Oh, okay, wait a minute. This is the side that was not thing. Okay, you know, I'm not really seeing a big difference in this. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but yeah, I'm sorry. You know, I'm going to give y'all my honest opinion, but it looks duller than it was beforehand. Maybe it's just me. Maybe y'all like, what are you doing? Wrong way. Yeah, I'm not even, yeah, because that's heated up. So yeah, I'm not really caring for, I mean, it works, don't get me wrong, it'll sand down things, don't get me wrong, but not really loving this product. I don't feel like, I'm just being honest. I mean, I like it for certain things, but for certain things, it's mainly a really no. And then I gotta go through all these pads and stuff, and which are easy to change. I'm gonna try one of these little paw prints that I thinged here, and I'm gonna just try to sand the back of it down, which will work great for this. Look at this. Perfect. Just hit the edge of it. Let me turn that off. Spray it a little bit here. Oops. And see how our edging came out. Oh, still a little rough. But see, I wouldn't want to put it flat because then you're going to get all this scraped up and you're going to have a whole nother issue going on there. I mean, yeah, it works. But I don't know. For me, anyway, some people might have a use for it, but yeah. See, okay, this versus what I would usually do. Okay, you've sanded this down, right? Now, this is what I would usually do. Here's another one. Okay, let me show you what I would usually do for this. I would just go around and kind of cut this off. Oh, it's still a little... I put a lot of glitter in here. Well, that looks about the same, huh? Probably because all the glitter. Now, I'm going to do this half. That's that one and that one. Or I would... Where is my... I done lost it. I'm trying to find a fingernail file here that I just added. I just had that fingernail file. Where did I put it at? Because I could have sworn I left it right there. Okay. Maybe it's behind the mat I stood up. Or maybe it is not. Okay, well, I have a little piece of one I use for little corners. Oops. Everything's falling. I got stuff everywhere I gotta put away. Alright, so went around this one with the knife. This is dog hair. Now, fingernail file. And that's what I would usually do to knock it down. I don't think this is a good example of what I need to do. Oh, man. I need something else. Okay, let's see here. This still has a little sharp edge to it. Let's do this one. See, if you get it angled right, but if you mess up, it did smooth it nicely though. But like I said, it has a purpose. So that is a nice smooth edge. So, or I would do this with a fingernail file and just knock that off on the edge there. It's quite not as smooth yet. Okay, that is smooth. Okay. Or this is the one that wasn't finished. Or I would do this. Pull this. And get the little curlies. Oh, there's a little bubble right there. And you gotta be, see, I'm not putting any pressure on it. I'm just simply gliding it. Smooth as a baby's bottom. Well, actually, both of them are about the same. Ooh, I don't think that one got done. That one's still a little rough there. And see, this just kind of jerks on you a little bit. See how it's jerking? When I'm trying to do this edge, if you don't have a steady hand, it's just gonna jerk. Oh, and I just ruined the coaster. See? how it jerked. That's why I would rather do it by hand. See? That's from the jerking. So if you don't have a steady hand, yeah, no. I would rather prefer to do this or my fingernail file. I'm just being honest with you. This makes a great deal of mess. I would use mask. I usually do use a mask if I file, but this needs a mask on. Personally, in my honest opinion, and I understand they gave this to me for free, but it's an honest review, I would not buy it. That's just my honest review. Now, some people may. I wanted to love this so bad, but I'm not in love with it. Not quite sure what they could do to make it any better, except for, I mean, it's not going to compare to a real tool, no matter what they do. It is nice and weighty, but as you can see, but you can do this with the edges too, but you got to be very careful. So, yeah, and it did not buff it out. If I did something wrong buffing, please let me know, because it just needed buffing and it made it duller than what it was to me. I don't know, but my honest opinion, me personally, I do not have a use for it. So, that's up to you. Whether you think you have a use for it or not. It is like $100 and something, I believe. $109 or something like that. And that's very expensive for a sander, because I think my handheld sander outside was like 25 bucks. That I can set and put any paper I want. But this is geared toward resiners. I also have my Dremel outside. Now, yes, this worked on here good. If anything, you know what? Maybe I know this, but maybe even have, maybe even I do know what would make this better. A smaller head to fit in between things like this. Now, this is like 2 inches. Maybe even a 1-inch head attached to this. Maybe one just the size of this right here to get into tight spots. And then I can see, because this really did work good right here, and just evening this out. Even if you don't care, I mean, I'm pretty sure I could get all these off if I really tried, the scratches. But the wheel, when it jumps, it keeps hitting my little things. So if anything, I would make one of these, instead of 2 inches, 1 inch. The same size. But then they would have to make new pads, and that would be probably a headache. But that's what I would. I would make a smaller one of these heads to go with it. And not even that, maybe they give you plenty of sandpaper. You can cut the sandpaper down yourself to fit on the 1-inch pad. That's what I would suggest. But a smaller one to fit into here that is just big enough. See, now this would have been perfect, this size, for little small things. And then when it jumps, it wouldn't jump so much. But I would give this a 3 out of 5 stars. It does work. I just don't have a use for it, if so to say. Now, this has not been charged, and it still got power. So, and this input port cannot be charged, but it can be plugged in and work all the time. So, there is a... Oh yeah, let me show you, let me find it in the book here so I can show you exactly what they're talking about here. Because there's one plug, it might not even have it in here, but it showed it in the video that I watched of them using this, of the plug-in. Let me see if I can... Okay, blah, blah, blah. It's one of these, let's see, DC import. Cannot be charged, but it can be plugged in and work all the time. Okay, so you can only charge it with the C port, which is this. This is how you would charge it. Now, if you want to, if the battery, they suggest it has some kind of battery life on it, you would plug this in and you can continually go even without the, you know, without using the battery power. So, but you can, it does not charge it like this. It only charges through the C port. So just keep that in mind as well. But yeah, you get a lot of pads. Like I said, you get the stone. I just don't, I really want it to just absolutely love this. I really did. I really, really did. And this goes on to here to keep the dust from flying. I did not put that on here, if I can get it on here. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. Okay. And that keeps the dust from flying everywhere. I got a lot of cleanup to do here. So, yeah, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. We do have, where's that other one at? Oh, we do have this pad. Now, this pad would work just like this one. This is a bigger one. That's why I'm saying they should have 3 sizes. And an even smaller one for little small areas. So this one would go in here for, and you can lay this in here. There's a certain way it fits. See, now it won't move. Okay. So then you would put one of these pads on here to do your sanding, your buffing, and all that. Turn it on. Oh, I gotta hold it. And then that would do this, I think you remove this to do that though, and put the other thing on. Hold on. This is for your grinding and wheel and stuff. And it just snaps on here and comes right back out. See? Now you would put this back on to do this. And you would put you like, and it even has a big buffer pad that would go on here too. So you would put that on and your sandpaper, and then you could steady it. But see, I can't get that on there like that. So, yeah. But you could do this, stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll leave it up to y'all. If y'all want to try it, please do. I mean, it's not a terrible machine, but it's just not a machine for me. I kind of work in a little bit smaller items. If you're doing coasters and trays that need to be buffed out, that may be perfectly. But like I said, for me to use it, I would need one smaller than this, because that just jumps all over and hit my wheel everywhere. Poor little wheel. And yeah, but it does sand down smooth. I didn't do too good on the polishing. That might just be me. I don't know. It's hazy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I didn't do it long enough. But it is what it is. Let's try one more thing here. I'm going to try actually one of these sanding pads here. Let me see. On the big one. Now this is a 1500. Say we just want to smooth, well, you know what, let me get this on here. Say we just want to smooth something out real quick. I'm gonna put the 1500 grit on. We just want to smooth something out. Press it down real good. Put this back on here, and it's got a little notch. It's an arrow and a little notch right here. So that will go there and it won't move. See? Lock him back down. Now you're going to want to turn this way. Let me go. Well, we can do this. I can't remember what I was going to do. But we can go on and do this. I'm going to turn it back on. I think it's on 3. And you will just hold it just like this. And smooth out the whole bottom. And you got your guide down here. Now I kind of like it like this. But can you hear it struggling to keep up? Yeah, it struggles. Or you could turn it like this. But see, you can't get in between these little toenails. It has to be a sphere or something. So yeah, that's where a little small one would come in handy at. See that? Yeah. Oh, where's my other thing at? Do a little bit more and then we're going to finish up. Did I? Okay. Let's say I want it to get around this flower here. And kind of see how I haven't cleaned that yet. See how well that does on that. So far, not bad. We'll see when I take it off here how clean it is and how unsharp it is. Not bad. Let's see, we still got some there, but yeah, it's still sharp. Can't really get in there into these little things. It's still sharp on the edge. So like I said, I would just do it like this and I would be about finished. Now it's not sharp. But if I'm going to do this, I just well have done this the first time, right? I'm about simple and easy, not, oh my gosh, I got to do things 10 times. So yeah, I'm sorry, Let's Resin. I know they do want honest opinions, but to me, this just isn't for me. I really wanted it to be for me, but yeah, it's not. It's a not. I mean, it's not. It's still going. Now I gotta clean up all the shavings. So hopefully y'all find this somewhat useful. I'm hoping y'all that I explained it to y'all as best I could. And like I said, it's just not for me. I don't see how the polishing thing really worked at all. So, but thank you, Let's Resin, for letting me try out your new sanding machine. Like I said, this is new. They may have some tweaks coming along the way. I'm not sure. But for me, I have no use for it. I would rather stick with what I already do and know in a little mini electric file if I had one. And they do have one. They have the little mini one, which is great. So, anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. We did not do any resin today, but we attempted to fix resin. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for another video. Bye for now, loves.